So yesterday, we had a brand new demo reveal for Resident Evil 9 Requiem. So the video was about 24 minutes long, and in the gameplay we have got some pretty good stuff. We got a cutscene with a woman with long white hair, and we've got a look at first-person gameplay. We've even got a look at third-person gameplay. We've also got a bit more of a trailer in the actual trailer itself. We can see she works in an office, so she's with the FBI, and she's going to this hotel to find out what happened to her mother, because her mother disappeared 8 years ago and no one has found her since. So the daughter is going to the hotel to find out where the mother's gone. So first thing, my reaction to this demo that I watched last night, I have got some stuff to talk about with this. So the first thing with the first person gameplay, that looks really good. I'm not a fan of the third person gameplay. I really want this to be in first person. It just looks a lot better. Also as well, we are playing as a woman this time, because in the last Resident Evil we were a guy, and we were in first person, which looked a lot better. Now, only thing with this new game coming out for Resident Evil 9, we're playing as a woman. That's not actually my issue. It's how the woman acts in the game. So we can see as she's running away from this monster creature that we can see in the gameplay. So she's running along, and unfortunately the game developers thought putting something in this game would, make people rage a lot. She runs along from the monster and she falls over on the floor. Now I think this is really stupid. So if you're going to put like a big monster like this in the game, and then you're going to have a female character, why the hell would you have her falling over when she is running? That is literally every single woman in a horror film. And if you don't believe me, go and watch one. You'll see a woman in a horror film running away and she falls over. It has happened many, many times, which I did think was really annoying, because there's a monster behind you need to bolt for it, run away, but instead she falls on the floor. This happened like 2 or 3 times in the gameplay demo, which just looks absolutely ridiculous. So we've got that. That was kind of really stupid in the demo. So in the first person gameplay, it looks really good. Now we do have to find some items. I think we've got to find a fuse in the gameplay as well, but that is basically every Resident Evil game by the seams of it. Now something else I did notice about this, which is really cool. So when you're actually moving around in the gameplay demo, so the monster is hiding somewhere, he is about. Now when you move items, say like opening drawers or searching for a certain tool like a screwdriver, the monster hears you and he comes to where your location is. Now I do think that is a quite a cool feature to add in the game, but you've got to be careful with it. So I'm watching the demo reveal right now, and the woman is looking in the drawers in this office, and the monster can hear her and he's right in the room with her. Now you go to this desk, so you're hiding under this desk and the monster is on the other side of the desk looking for you. Now with this monster in Resident Evil 9, you can actually see him going up through the ceiling to get to different rooms. Now that is something different and cool to see, but the way the character is in this demo, I'm not a fan of it. It's not because she's a woman, it's just because how she is acting in the actual game. So she's running away from the monster, she falls on the floor, which is absolutely ridiculous. Also as well, when the monster is coming towards her, she literally stops and waits for the monster to turn up and to try and grab her, which I do think is really stupid. So if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's got like 1 million views, I think, so loads of people have seen it already. But what do you think of the character being a woman? Like, do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? I'm not a fan of the character and how she acts already, unfortunately. Yeah, again, it's not it's not me hating on women, it's just the way the character is. If you're gonna run away from a monster, run straight away. Do not fall on the floor and wait for him to catch you. That is ridiculous. So the character could be written a bit differently, a bit better. But when she's in this office in the demo, we can see she's got like a trolley she needs to push over to a window, and the monster is right on the other side of the window, so he's actually listening to you move around, which is a really cool feature. But as for her mother disappearing and stuff, yeah, so she goes to look for her, doesn't find her, and yeah, we end up getting strapped into a wheelchair or something and stuck to a desk. As for when she's in her job at the FBI, I've got to say, her work desk is an absolute mess. So if you go to 19 minutes in the trailer of the demo, we see her desk is an absolute mess, which tells me she doesn't really get on with much of her work, which doesn't look good. You know, for a female character, you need her to be looking, you know, professional at the FBI instead of loads and loads of files being stacked on the desk and being really untidy and stuff. But yes, it's not because she's a woman, it's just because of how the character is and how she's acting in the game. But yeah. So guys, that is my demo reaction of Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Do you think it's going to be a lot better than the last Resident Evil, number 6? Or number 7, whichever one came out last? I'm not really a player of those games, but yeah. So yeah, that is my reaction of the demo. And yeah, comment down below, do you like the character or not?